Right. Good evening.
Evening.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes,
Okay. Good evening, Dean. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay. Are you now ready for our class?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's go. All right, Dean. Let's read the title of our lesson.
And
Einstein. Yes.
Einstein and his overcoat.
Very good. So this is the man. Do you know him? He is a famous.
And Einstein.
Yes, he is a famous scientist. His real name is Albert Einstein. Okay, let's go, Dean. Let's find out. Okay, today, Dean, you are going to learn topic.
Einstein and his overcoat.
Yes. Words.
Overcoat. Worn out. Elbow important.
Very good. And sentence pattern.
It's more important than.
All right, is more important than. Okay. Now, Dean, before that, let's sing a song. Okay, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Start.
Yeah.
1,
1,
2,
2,
go.
got my shoe.
3, 4,
4,
shut the door. 5, 6,
6,
pick up
pick up
sticks.
sticks.
7,
7, 8,
lay them
lay
straight.
them
9,
9,
10,
10,
a
a big basket.
very good, Dean. All right. Now, Dean, let's prepare. Are you ready? Yes, let's go. Okay, we have the first word, overcoat.
I can't see the word.
Okay, let me, this one. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now can you see?
Yeah.
All right, the first one we have.
Overcoat.
All right, overcoat. Let's read the sentence, Dean.
He is wearing a green overcoat.
Yes, he is wearing a green overcoat, this one. This is a green overcoat, a long, thick coat that covers, or we wore it if it is a cold weather. Okay, let me type it. Yes. Okay, let's see if I can type it in the chat box. Overcoat. All right, now, Dean, which picture shows an overcoat?
Is first one.
Very good. Good job. Correct. The first one is an overcoat. Tin, can you make one sentence using the word overcoat? Let's make a sentence using this word.
My grandfather have an overcoat.
All right, great sentence. Good job. My grandfather has an overcoat. Very good. Now, Dean, let's have the second word. Okay, I will.
The socks are worn out.
Yes,
Worn out.
Out. Okay, so what does it mean? Worn out means it is very old or damaged.
Very old.
Yes. The socks, look at these socks. It has hole at the bottom. Right, okay, the socks are worn out. Now, Dean, which pair of shoes is worn out? One or two? First?
One.
All right, correct. This one, the first Shoes is worn out. Okay, now, Dean, let's make one sentence by this vocabulary, worn out.
I have a worn out socks.
Yes, I have a worn out socks. Okay, the same. You also have a worn out socks. All right, good job, Dean. Let's go to the third word. Elbow.
Elbow.
Yes, elbow. Let's read
Elbow.
the sentence.
He hurt his elbow.
Yes, he hurt his elbow. Dean, can you show me your elbow? Yes, correct. Very good. Okay, this is our elbow, part of our arm in the middle, okay? Where we can, yes. All right, this picture also, this is the boy's elbow. Now, Dean, let's make one sentence using elbow word.
We all have two elbows.
Yes, okay, we all have our two elbows, the left and the right. Good job, Dean. Now, let's go to the fourth vocabulary. Important.
Important.
Okay, let's read the sentence.
Important. This is an important play and an important role in our life.
Very good. Books play an important role in our life. Important means it is very necessary or of great value.
Yes.
These are the important. Okay, now Dean, which is more important to us? Picture
Yes,
one or picture two?
Picture one.
Very good, correct. This one is more important to us than the second picture. Good job. Okay, now let's make a sentence, Dean, using the word important.
Okay. The book.
A book or other things?
The pencil is an important role in our art.
Yes, or the pencil plays an important role in art.
Our art.
Yes. In art. In art. The pencil is important in our art. Very good. All right, so remember those vocabulary, Dean? We have the first one. The first one, overcoat. Second, worn out.
The three is
Elbow. Yes, and fourth one, this one, important. Very good. Now, Dean, let's read. Are you ready? Okay, let's read. What can you see in the picture, Dean?
Where elbow Einstein, the world-famous scientist, first came to America. He always worked on Overcoat over overcoat. His worn-out overcoat and the fancy New York
Fancy.
fancy New York City just didn't match.
All right. So this Albert Einstein. So what does he always wear? He always wore
He
an
always wear an overcoat.
yes, very good. And what was wrong with Einstein's overcoat? The
He
overcoat
is
is
very old.
yes, correct. He's worn out, wearing a worn out overcoat. Very good, Dean. Now let's continue reading, Dean.
Yeah. One day, Einstein came across an old friend in the street. My Mr. Einstein, said the friend, it seems that you need new overcoat. Look at the hole in the elbow. Einstein replied, is there any milk? Nobody here know me.
Yes. Okay. So Einstein one day came across to meet an old friend. And then he noticed the overcoat that Einstein wearing is worn out and has a hole in the elbow. And Mr. Einstein replied, it doesn't matter. Nobody knows me. Okay, nobody in the New York knows him. Okay, so did Einstein want to get a new overcoat?
No,
Yes, why do you think so?
because nobody here know him.
Yes, nobody knows Mr. Einstein. And he didn't get a new one, okay, a new overcoat. Good job, Dean. Now let's continue. Later.
Yes, sir. Years later, when Einstein became a world-famous scientist, he met his friend again. Mr. Einstein, you are still wearing your old overcoat, but you are a big man now.
All right. So many years has passed and then Einstein became so famous. He met his friend again and still the friend noticed that Mr. Einstein is still wearing an old overcoat. Now, did Mr. Einstein get a new overcoat?
No,
Why did he did not get a new overcoat?
because not have met no he.
All right. So this is what he still Mr. Einstein still wears it. Okay. And what was Einstein wearing when he met his friend years later? He's still
When
he's still
when I uh an old overcoat.
very good. He is still wearing his old overcoat. Very good, Dean. Now, let's continue reading. Once more,
Once more, his friend had to
persuade.
persuade him to buy a new overcoat, but Einstein said, "There's no need now. Everybody here knows me.
Knows me. All right. So what did Mr. Einstein say when his friend told him to buy
There's no need. There's no need now. Everybody, everybody here know me.
Yes, correct. So Mr. Einstein said there is no need to buy a new overcoat because everybody in the city,
No,
yes, knows Mr. Einstein. All right. Good reading, Dean.
yes.
Okay, let's continue. Last page. His friend nodded and said,
Uh, oh, now I use them.
understand?
Understand what people do is more important than what people wear. Einstein's work has helped make our world a
That.
better place. That's an important
All
thing.
right. So his friend agreed, nodded, and said, oh, wow, I understand.
Yes,
And what people do is more important than what people wear. Okay, do you notice this sentence pattern? Is more important than. Okay.
it's more important than.
Okay, remember this sentence pattern? And then because Einstein work has helped make our world a better place. That's the important thing. Okay. Again, Dean,
Yes,
what did his friend understand? Friend?
uh, he is
He understood.
more. He is more important. Mm, wear a new overcoat.
Yes, all right. And his friend understood that what people do is more important than what people wear. For example, the old overcoat of Mr. Einstein. Okay, great job, Dean. Now, Dean, let's practice what we've learned. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, let's go. Okay, now look and write. What is it and what does it look like? Okay, first one.
This is Einstein's old
Very
overcoat.
good. Good job. Overcoat. Okay. Next sentence. Let's
People, please use a reference
to
to
describe it.
describe it more out.
Yes. All right. Look at this. Worn out. Okay.
More out.
Very good. Okay. Let me type it. Worn out.
Worn out.
Very good. Correct. You got 2 points. Okay, good. Next, let's have another activity. Ask and answer. Look at the
How
picture
many
here.
people are there in the story? There
Yes,
are two people. There
yes,
are who
2.
are the, there are Einstein and his friends.
Yes, correct. They are Mr. Einstein and
And
his
friends.
friend. Correct. Which city did they live in?
They live in New York.
All right, they live in New York City. Very good. Type it here, NYC. NYC. Correct. Good job, Dean.
It's New York, not NYC.
Oh,
What NYC?
New York or abbreviation. Okay, let me complete it. Okay. It is a short term for New York right, City. Okay. All right. So there are two people in the story. Next, who are they? They are Mr. Einstein and his friend. And which
Yeah.
city did he live in?
NYC.
Or New York City. It's still correct. All right. Now, Dean, let's go. Take the right answer. What's the main idea of the story? A, B, or C? Is it A, Einstein was a famous scientist? B, Einstein always wore an old overcoat? And C, what people do is more important than what people wear. Okay, let's main idea or the main topic of the story. A, B, or C?
C.
Very good. Correct. C is the main idea. Let's read. What people do,
Two people.
yes, is more important than what people wear. Now, Dean, try to retell the story using this picture. Years ago,
When Einstein first came to America,
okay, let's retell. Continue. He,
he wore his old overcoat.
good. And then years later,
Einstein become a world famous scientist. He was still old, old overcoat.
yes, he was still wearing his old overcoat. So, Dean, in this lesson, you learned what people do.
Einstein.
Okay, we learned that what people do is more important than what people wear. Correct. Now, Dean, okay, this is another example of the story. Okay, can you please read?
Yeah. Years ago, when Einstein first came to America, he wore an old overcoat. He didn't want a new one because nobody knew him there. Years later, Einstein became a world famous scientist. He was still wearing the overcoat. He thought it was okay because everyone knew me.
You him. Okay. And then actually, last part. Actually, what people
Actually, what people do is more important than what people wear.
wear. Very good. Okay, now Dean, let's have our war writing preparation. Let's do picture talk. Use the picture to describe what happened.
What happened in the story.
Okay, let's use this picture.
I stand don't want a new older coat overcoat.
Yes, and what did you learn from the story, Dean?
I know what people see. What people think is the people more wear.
All right, so what is important is what people do is more important than what people wears. Very good. Okay, now Dean, Let's have a writing project. Let's write.
An example, Einstein always wore a worn out overcoat. I learned that what people wear is not very important.
Okay, now your sentence.
Einstein uh, Einstein also wear his old uh,
Overcoat.
worn out overcoat.
Yes, I learned that.
I learned that what people wear is not very important.
Okay, than what people do. Okay, now Dean, today you learned about topic clothes.
Clothes,
Einstein.
Einstein, and overcoat.
All right, words.
Overcoat, worn out, elbow, important. What people do is more important than what people wear.
Very good. All right, Dean, do you have any questions?
No.
All right, now Dean, thank you so much for today's lesson. Bye for now.
Bye bye.
Be happy, be good, be safe.